Inside Mississippi JUCO Football is brought to you by HeritageProperties.com. More information on 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments can be found at HeritageProperties.com. By the MACJC, the toughest league in America. C-Spire, Farm Bureau Insurance, Mississippi Sports Medicine, EnviroTurf Services, Bank Plus, Mississippi Blood Services, Yesco Custom Signs and Lighting, and Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame and Museum.
Welcome into another edition of Inside Mississippi JUCO Football, brought to you by HeritageProperties.com. I'm Aslan Hodges. We come to you again from inside the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame and Museum, showcasing Mississippi junior and community colleges' athletic superiority, academic prowess, and strong economic impact to our state. Now, heading into game action last week, 5 Mississippi JUCOs were nationally ranked. East Mississippi, #1 in the nation. Gulf Coast, #4, followed by Jones County Junior College at 5. And then you had Colon at 11 and Pearl River crashing the party at #18. As we've been doing all season long, we're showing highlights of all 7 games from across the toughest league in all of America. So let's start down in Ellisville, where Jones County JC was taking on Southwest. Mike Frazier's got the highlights.
On the left, there's Guy Stallworth of Southwest Mississippi Community College. And on the right, Kenny Coleman of the Jones County Junior College Bobcats. Bobcats ranked 4th in the country. Here's one reason why. Tevin Moore around the right side, 6 yards out. 5 minutes into this one, it's 7-0 Jones County. Tevin Moore again now from the Wildcat, and he'll take this one and muscle his way in. And 6 minutes left to go in the first. It's 14-0 Bobcats. Special teams playing a big part in this one. Here's the fumble. The ball will roll its way and bounce his way toward the end zone. Drew Edgar recovers the fumble, punt in the end zone. 21-0 Bobcats. Boy, he's smiling about that one. After the Bears get on the board on the D'Angelo Ballard score, here's defense. Southwest Kevin Ulchi going to get Kenny Coleman in the end zone for the sack safety, and the Bears trim the deficit now to 21-9. Third quarter, here's Southwest quarterback Ballard. 5-yard run. PAT good. It's 21-16. Bears clawing their way back. But the Bobcats with a punch of their own. James Millage right up the gut and buries his way into the end zone. Bobcats back up 2 scores, still third quarter. Ballard answers. 1-yard run here late in the third. It's 28-23. Still third quarter. Here's the defense. Coleman standing in his own end zone. Pass deflected. Ball. McDonald with the pick. Gets a seam, and he is going to take it in for the interception return for the touchdown. And the Southwest Bears come all the way back, down 21-0, and they take a 29-28 lead. Fourth quarter now. Bird, after the drive stalls, 28-yard field goal is good. Last opportunity here after the Bears stop, get the football back. D'Angelo Ballard on 4th and 2. The pass is incomplete, and that would do it. Jones County Junior College gets past the Southwest Bears, 31-29. To Boonville we go for Northeast entertaining Northwest, and there's the Tigers' Jamel Dennis getting ready on the sideline. He leads the MACJC, coming in with 42 total tackles and receiving a number of early offers around the country. The Tigers take the field with a pair of American flags on Military Appreciation Night in Boonville. Dennis would get the defense revved up as he gets Karsten Miller here for a sack and a loss. in the first quarter. Scoreless first quarter, but that's going to change. Here's Jim Speets connecting on a 27-yard field goal to give Northwest the 3-0 lead early second quarter. More defense from the Rangers. Corbin White bottled up. Kendall Carr wraps him up and drops him for the safety to extend Northwest's lead to 5-0 still early second quarter. I want to show you Ole Miss Marcus Robinson right here with a tackle for loss for the Tigers. He had 10 solo tackles and 12 total stops in last week's game. Rogers Thomas, a 2-yard touchdown run here, extends Northwest's lead to 12-0 at the break. Third quarter now, Miller finds Cooley. Look at this. Over the top, he did the same thing against Jones County in week 1. Touchdown is good. Early third quarter, the visitors comfortably ahead, 19-0. Turning point of the game. Tadarius Clinton gonna recover this muff punt. It's loose at the 39-yard line. Northeast recovers it, and they would strike quickly. On the very next play, Brett Thompson finds Corbin White, 39 yards and the touchdown. Northeast is on the scoreboard. Next, Thompson connects on his second touchdown pass. This time, look at the pretty one-hand grab. Joe Horn Jr. with the beautiful catch. And Northeast cuts the deficit to 19-13 late third quarter. Boy, smile, guys. That a quality play by Joe Horn Jr. I want to show you the running power here. Chester Lewis gonna break free. The Germantown native picks up a nice 20-yard run to set up Northeast next score. We're in the fourth quarter now. Thompson, look at this, on the money. Levantis Smith dives into the end zone to tie the ball game up at 19, and the Tigers come all the way back to tie the game, and we head to overtime. After Northwest missed a 40-yard field goal try, Thompson here looking for Smith, and he's got him. 13 yards and a touchdown back in the end zone, and Northeast comes all the way back from 19 down to win it. 25-19 over the Rangers. There it is, folks. Brand new turf field provided by Enviro Turf Services. Boy, Jim Bateman and his crew, a great job of getting that turf in ahead of schedule. And the Decatur campus continues its upgrades, led by President Dr. Billy Stewart. Record crowd on hand at East Central. Gulf Coast, the opponent, number 4 in the country, and here's Jason Smith on the money to Tavares McCormick, 21-yard touchdown pass, 7-0 Bulldogs after a scoreless first quarter. Again, Smith shows off the arm on the numbers. Tyrone Williams again. From 10 yards out, it's 14-0. Want to show you, look at the poise here of EC quarterback Ethan Hamilton of East Central. Flushed left and promptly throws it on the run to Xavier Willis. Touchdown Warriors, they're on the board, 8 plays, 75 yards, it's 14-7. Gulf Coast can play defense. Phelan Booker with the sack on Hamilton here. And Gulf Coast in control. Here's Smith to Tyrone Williams after the fake handoff, a laser on the money. And the Bulldogs starting to pull away. More Bulldog defense. A pick here by Tony Bridges. More on him later in the show. 25 yards and the score. And Gulf Coast comfortably ahead. More Gulf Coast D. Here's Barron Miller, the Wesson native. Forces the interception. Ian McGandy going to return it inside the red zone. And the Bulldogs would cap it off here. Jason Smith, he'll navigate his way in for 6. And the number 4 team in the country rolls to a 35-7 win on the road in Decatur. And to Itawamba we go for the home opener for the Indians. And there's first-year head coach Sean Cannon calling the plays for ICC. The visitors of Holmes Community College would get the scoring started. Here's Cole Ballard drilling a 41-yard field goal right down Broadway. And it's 3-0 Holmes Community College. All right, back is DeAndre Belton. First game back since being injured against Colin. He takes it 6 yards in, 7-3 ICC, 6 minutes to go, second quarter. Belton again in action, this time through the air. Laverius Bernardo with the 38-yard touchdown catch in tight coverage, and it's a 2-score lead for ICC late third quarter. They're running the option at Holmes Community College, and sometimes this happens. Pressure, Benson puts it on the carpet, and Chance McNulty picks it up, and he'll race it 42 yards to set up another ICC score. And here's Richard McQuarley, 1 yard out. He rushed for 122 yards on the night, and ICC rolls into victory lane as the team celebrates in the postgame, winning this one at home 19-3 over Holmes.
Plenty of more highlights to come, but time now for our C Spire Community College feature. Northeast Mississippi Community College has launched One Northeast. It's an iPad initiative which will give students the best learning environment possible in preparation for tomorrow's workplace, leveraging technology at a cost savings to students. How is that possible? Mike Frazier's in Boonville with the full story.
We're here on the campus of Northeast Mississippi Community College of Boonville, and NEMCC has become the first community junior college in our state, here in Mississippi, to launch the iPad initiative. Let's find out more about it as we go inside NEMCC. And we're here on the campus of Northeast Mississippi Community College. Joining us now, Vice President of Northeast, and that is Ricky Ford. Coach, Northeast is in the process of implementing the iPad initiative. Can you elaborate about this process?
Well, thank you, and thank you guys for being here. The iPad initiative, which we call Northeast One, began when Jeffrey Powell and myself from our computer center began thinking of ways that we could engage our students in the classroom a little bit more. And with that in mind, we were thinking about recruitment, we were thinking about retention, but more importantly than that, we were thinking about how we could make the students successful in the classroom. And the way we began to do that was to notice how some of our neighboring high schools were beginning to put technology in the classroom. And that's either through a Chromebook or through an iPad or some type of device inside the classroom to engage the student more. And that is what we wanted to do, was to try to get the student engaged in the classroom. And by thinking along those lines, we said that, hey, we've got to get some type of technology in the hands of our students in the classroom to keep them engaged more, bring out more knowledge, and provide something other than just a basic lecture to the students. So that's kind of how the iPad initiative started and how it began. So we're in the process of implementing that now.
You know, the benefits are obvious. Can you elaborate on some specific benefits to both the faculty as well as the student here at Northeast?
Well, you know, I think when we first started this, we had a few faculty that were a little bit apprehensive about taking the technology and using it. Because they weren't really familiar. They were familiar with the PCs, they were familiar with the laptop, but they weren't familiar with the iPad. And some of them said, you know, I'm kind of scared of this. So one of the things that we really centered on was making sure that our faculty were completely comfortable with this teaching method and putting the device in the classroom. So what we have done already is we have provided each one of our faculty with an iPad. And then of course we began the process of training. So right now we're still in the process of training our faculty, just making sure that they're totally comfortable with this concept of using a device in the classroom.
The experience working with Apple to this point, how has that been?
Oh, it's been tremendous. You know, if we had gone into it without Apple's help, it would have been like the blind leading the blind, so to speak. But Apple has taken us and they have carried us to where we are today. And I don't know if you know a lot about Apple or not, but Apple will take an institution, an educational institution, and they will work with the administration, the staff, as far as training, and they will lead you all the way through the whole process, from implementing the process, even distribution, even the accounting principles of it, how to get the money to do that, and then implementing the whole process into the classroom, even the distribution of it, as far as getting the public involved in it, getting other schools involved in it, high schools involved in it. So they have a plan and a process, and they've been tremendous to work with and very supportive. Even sent trainers down here to help train our faculty, and sometimes at no cost to us.
Northeast Mississippi Community College, the first community junior college in the state to implement this process. What is that? I know that means a lot to Northeast, but specifically pretty special.
I think it is. This is a very exciting time for Northeast and for just the educational process that our students go through. But I think more importantly than that, it makes us on the cutting edge of putting technology in the classroom above every other community college in the state. Right now, we're also in the forefront with our IHL. I think there's one other senior college in the state that is providing using iPads in the classroom, but we will be the first, and that's huge, to be the leader of putting technology in the classroom.
Ricky, thanks for your time and all the best.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That is Ricky Ford, Vice President of Northeast Mississippi Community College in Boonville.
Northeast is the first Mississippi junior and community college to offer iPads to their entire faculty campus-wide. Let's get back to more highlights.
Home opener for Hines, and they're the High Steppers performing for the fans on the Raymond campus. Eagles entertaining Pearl River. Joseph Houston with the game's first points as he drills a 25-yard field goal, 3-0 Hines. Eagles quarterback James Summers, one of the top rushers in the league, shows off the footwork here. 15-yard touchdown run. It's 10-0 Hines. Pearl River quarterback Kalen Cooper, another exciting player to watch in this league. Here he connects with Charles Ducksworth, 27 yards and a Wildcat first down. Then Cooper rolls right, and look at this, muscles this one to Brian McGee, 55 yards and the touchdown. Wildcats on the board, 10-7 game. Eagles with a good kicker. Again, Houston nailing a 36-yard field goal. It's 13-7 Hines. Summers here steps up. You think he's going to run. Completes it to Tommy McAlpin for a first down. Another pounding runner in the MACJC is Joshua Dixon, seen here picking up a first down, 112 yards rushing in the game last week. Little defense here. Tip and a pick. Montreal Jordan with the interception. Hines could play the defense too. All right, Pearl River down 2 scores, fourth quarter. Cooper bobbles a snap but keeps his composure and hits Austin Watts right on the numbers for the touchdown. It's 23-13. Wildcats got to line up and go for 2. Cooper looking, finds Watts in the back of the end zone. It's 23-15. But here's the backbreaker for Pearl River. Summers to pass. Jameer Taylor with the catch. 51 yards and the touchdown, and Hines runs into victory lane. They improved to 2-1 with a 30-15 win over Pearl River. To Clarksdale we go. There's DJ Jones of East Mississippi, arguably the #1 recruit in the land. And there's Kashawn Evans, wide receiver for Oklahoma, as these two guys and teams will do battle. Chad Kelly going to get things going 2 minutes into the game. He'll make this touchdown run here. And it's 7-0 East Mississippi, ranked #1 in the country. Kelly here going to launch one to the far corner. There's Staggers with the catch. It's 14-0 in favor of the Lions. Boy, they got 2 good-looking running backs, Preston Baker and this guy, DJ Law, with a touchdown run here as he navigates his way into the end zone. 3-score lead for East Mississippi. Boy, they can score, they can play defense, and they can punt block. There's Latham, Quan Latham, not only with the block, but look at this. He's going to fall on it in the end zone and pick up the score on special teams for the Lions. Kelly here to Cameron Myers. That's been a strong connection so far this season. Still first quarter, and East Mississippi already up comfortably. Here's Oklahoma's Anthony Mitchell looking for Kashawn Evans, who makes the catch for the touchdown. Okay, I want to show you the scramble ability here of Kelly. Look at him. Patience, drifting, and launches to Sammy Burrows for the touchdown grab. And they are versatile. We want to show you this. Mays here to Jamarcus Reeves, who takes the big hit in the end zone but hangs on, and East Mississippi rolls in this one, knocking off Oklahoma. The Colin Wolfpack at home in Wesson, hosting Mississippi Delta, one of the top-ranked teams in the country, and they would not waste any time getting on the scoreboard. Opening kickoff. There goes Daquan Davis. Down the far sideline, 94 yards, and he is gone. Touchdown Wolfpack, 15 seconds into this one, Cole Lynn with the early lead. We talked about Donald Gray. Look at Fitzwater here. On the money, Gray with the grab. Slips off a tackle. He is gone. 45 yards to pay dirt, and Cole Lynn with a comfortable lead. Cole Lynn also can play good special teams. Block punt, DeCilius Reese with the block, and there's Aaron Fairley with the recovery in the end zone, and Cole Lynn rolling. Boy, they can do it in the air, and they can do it on the ground. Touchdown run here. Cole Lynn running roughshod early on here in this one. Here's Fitzwater looking a little flare to the near side. Another Wolfpack touchdown. And then Cole Lynn would go back to the ground. And that would be the theme all night long. Touchdown Wolfpack, and Cole Lynn rolls into victory lane as they knock off Mississippi Delta by a score of 50-0.
All of the scores from Week 3 on the Mississippi Sports Medicine scoreboard from across the MAC-JC. With all those scores tallied on the ledger, let's take a look now at the standings in the toughest league in all of America. After a fantastic slate of games, let's take a look at the top players from Week 3 in the MAC-JC. Time now for the JUCOWeekly.org scouting report, where we take a look at current MAC-JC players gaining all sorts of major attention from senior universities across the nation. First off, Northwest Mississippi Community College quarterback Karsten Miller returning for his sophomore season, where he completed 59% of his passes for 1,755 yards and 12 touchdowns. He's a bounce back from Charlotte, where he redshirted in 2012. He is from North Carolina, stands 6'3", 210, and throws a tight spiral and has a good touch on the ball. Mississippi Delta Community College's Roshard Burney. He's an out-of-state signing from West Palm Beach, Florida, standing at 5'11", 219 pounds, and is a power-punishing runner. He ran it for 116 yards in the season opener, along with 2 touchdowns, and his stock will climb throughout the season. Keep in mind, he is going to be slighted on stats this year because of their game at Southwest, which was canceled due to weather, but you can expect to see him in the MAC-JC All-Star game later on this season in Boonville. Cole Lynn defensive back Nick Beasley. Beasley redshirted last season, but already has offers from Georgia State, UAB, and Southern Miss, with as many as 10 other colleges looking at him. He's 6'2", 205 pounds, and runs in the low 4.5 for his 40-yard dash and has a 36-inch vertical. Beasley can leave in December with 3 years remaining, so programs are all over him early. And don't forget, every Thursday throughout the regular season at 10 o'clock, JUCOWeekly.org hosts the Mississippi JUCO Football Scoreboard Show. It can be heard on your local Super Talk Mississippi station. For more information on that scoreboard show and MAC-JC athletics on things like stats, scores, and headline news, you can find that at JUCOWeekly.org. On behalf of Mike Frazier and JUCO Weekly, I'm Aslan Hodges saying goodnight from inside the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame and Museum. Thank you for watching another edition of Inside Mississippi JUCO Football, brought to you by HeritageProperties.com. Here now, a look at some of the best photos from Week 3 in the toughest league in all of America. Good night.
Inside Mississippi JUCO Football is brought to you by HeritageProperties.com. More information on 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments can be found at HeritageProperties.com. By the MAC-JC, the toughest league in America. C-Spire, Farm Bureau Insurance, Mississippi Sports Medicine, EnviroTurf Services, Bank Plus, Mississippi Blood Services, Yesco Custom Signs and Lighting, and Mississippi Sports Hall of